Let's go straight into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is obviously in a bearish pennant right now. We had a breakdown from here. We retested that point actually, and we can draw that retest right here. I mentioned yesterday that we always want a retest to confirm a breakout. Then we are currently back above these levels. Now, the point to look out for, and I'm going straight to the point, to invalidate the bearish breakout, we want to be going above our previous high, right, which is around about here at $72,000. If we do not go above there, and if we're gonna go high and we're gonna probably get rejected, it is a strong point of rejection and then continue to go down, which is what I think will happen. If we do go higher from there, the next point to look out for is actually at around $84,000. Now, $84,000, because that is the CME gap, the gap which we formed a few weekends ago, and $84,000 is quite a bit higher. So until we reach 84,000, is around about this area here, right? It's like here. So until we do not reach above 72,000, the local high, then I don't think we're gonna go higher. But if we do go it, we can expect to go to 84,000 to fill that CME gap, which we know tends to be filled more often than not. Now, what I want to show you guys is that last time we had a bearish pennant like this was in end of October, beginning of November of this year, which pretty much played out the same way. We had a bearish pennant, we broke down, and then we continued going down much longer. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is actually for Bitcoin, on the weekly chart. If we look at history where we are right now, and we look at the bull and bear market support bands, we can also see some similarities to last cycle. Now, always when we go below the bull and bear market support bands, we are basically going into a bear market. Look at this here. We went below the bull and bear market support bands right here. This is when we started going into a bear market. Same thing right now, right? We started going below in around about October of 2025, which is when we started going down. Usually on the way down also, we retest the bull and bear market support bands a few times. We retested it here. If we go to, if we go to last cycle, we also retested it a few times. Obviously the first retest, which is where we are right now, then we retested it kind of here and one more time. These retests will happen again, and they are good opportunities to either take short positions or to exit the market in the short run. I don't think it's a good time to exit in the long run. Anyways, it's never a good time to sell Bitcoin in the long run. But if you want to exit, let's say you bought some and you want to exit some positions because you could think it will go lower, it's always a good time to do that when we retest. And I think we're going to have at least one more retest of these bull and bear market support bands before we find a low at around the $50,000 or high $40,000 levels, which is where I think we're going to bottom out around about September, October of 2026. So a few more months to go, which is also the price point here where we have found support and resistance previously. If you also look at last cycle, actually, you can see that these bull and bear market support bands are quite crucial. First of all, this is the cycle before that. So this is 2018, the cycle. We went below the bull market support bands. This is when we started going into a bear market, and then we retested it a few times actually. All of this times we retested it before eventually finding a bottom. And same thing is happening right now. Last thing, I mentioned it the last few times. In case you're not watching, let me mention it again. Look at the similarities of the last cycle and this cycle. First of all, double top, 1, 2. Double top here also, 1, 2. Second similarity, once we started going down, we started forming an ascending wedge. Here's the ascending wedge, and here's the other ascending wedge right now. Third thing that will happen next, we had a bearish pennant, so this is more of a sideways pattern. And then we have the same thing here, we're going sideways. And this is basically almost the last push down. After that, we have one more strong push down, going a bit sideways for a few months, and then eventually we're gonna find a bottom. So what I think will happen next is very clear. If we do not break above $72,000, we're gonna have a strong push down, maybe bring us to 55, go up, go down, go sideways, go a bit more down, bottom out around 50,000, and we go up. Same time, these bull and bear market support bands will come down, might see a retest here, then go down, retest again, and that will be the time when I think we're gonna go up. Mark my words, I really want to see what will happen. Until then, stay safe, stay patient most of all, and buy Bitcoin along the way down. You're gonna really be thankful for doing that in about 1 year's time. So see you next time. Bye.